Okay, magandang araw sa lahat. I'm gonna share with you paano mag-fill out ng 1601C, which is a bit trickery on how to fill that information. So here, I'm sharing with you a worksheet na I also got from a friend na share sa akin, and I'm gonna share this with you. So here, you can see yung employee's name, may TIN, and identify nyo kung minimum wage earner siya or hindi. Normally, yung mga sinasabi natin minimum wage earner, yun yung, for example, per locality, sasabihin ng municipality. O sige, for this location, if your employee works in this location, ang minimum wage per day is, for example, either 550 per day, or it differs may 470 a day. Depende talaga yun sa location. So, you have to follow yung local regulation, especially kung saan talaga nakapwesto yung business nyo. So, doon, papasok na sila ay mga minimum wage earner. Another is, if they're not a minimum wage earner, may tinatawag na, so kung hindi, identify nyo rin. Ito yung mga sinusweldohan yung fix, yung monthly. So, ilalagay nyo rin siya if it's not minimum wage earner kasi monthly yung pasweldo nyo, yun, nakalagay siya not or no, parang ganon. Here, syempre, may worksheet kayo individually, ipa-plot nyo dyan, isusulat nyo, magkano ba yung basic natanggap nilang sweldo for a certain period. For example, period of January. So, minimum wage rate per day multiplied by the number of days. So, yan, may natanggap silang 11,000. For example, itong employee number 1. Tapos may computation na overtime pay. So, ipa-plot nyo siya dyan. So, separate din yung self for holiday pay. Kung nag-work din siya ng more than, may na-exceed yung working hours niya ng 10 p.m. So, may night shift differential. Tapos, pag may mga absences and undertime, so, ibabawas nyo siya. So, normally, this is negative. Tapos, syempre, wala pa tayong 13th month pay ngayon kasi January. So, meron din tayong column for 13th month pay. Tapos, yung mga de minimis, ito yung mga non-taxable, i-identify nyo rin dyan. So, yan, ilalagay nyo siya dyan lahat. Tapos, for dito, if you will notice sa column P, mananotice nyo lahat ng inputs from column F down to column O, ma-add siya dyan. So, ito yung sinasabing total compensation, total gross compensation na na-receive nung tao. Alright? So, pag in-add siya laterally, ito yon, or horizontally, ito siya. Ito yung makukuha nyo. Yung item number 14, this is very helpful pagdating doon sa pag-fill out ng form kasi may mga numbers yon. Alright? So, each employee din, kukomputan nyo sila ng SSS, employee share, EE, employee share, PhilHealth, tsaka pag-ibig. Alright? So, in here, you will notice na essentially, yung column number 15, nakasulat dito, magkano ba rito yung statutory minimum wage earner. So, ito yon. Coming ito from, if you will notice here, ito, kung ano yung nilagay yung entry dito. Right? So, yan. Okay? So, kuha nyo siya, no? Tapos, kung may mga overtime, dito naman siya nakalagay. Right? Now, if you will notice, dito sa item number 19, hindi na-extend ito. 00 siya. Though, sa company nyo, binawasan nyo siya, may employee share na siya, pero in terms of reporting to the BIR, if it's a minimum wage earner, hindi ipapakita rito yung employee share nila. You will later on see bakit hindi siya naisama. Kasi based yun sa how BIR created that form. Okay? Now, if you will notice for non-minimum wage earner, yung 19,000, meron din siya, of course, yan na share ng mga SS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, pero yun ang na-extend sa number 19. Same also with this another non-minimum wage earner. Doon siya na-extend. So, ang total niyan, siya yung mapupunta sa number 19. Now, in terms of dito sa column W, yung non-taxable compensation, ma-extend siya dito kasi pag may admin total compensation niya, of course, sa minimum wage earner, hindi sila subject per train law, hindi sila taxable. So, ma-extend siya dito. Ma-extend siya sa computation na to. And, of course, deductible naman yung itong mga deductions na to. So, hindi siya rin magiging part ng non-taxable compensation din itong binawas natin from the non-minimum wage earner. So, yung net difference na lang nila, which is itong total compensation na tanggap from the employer, tanggalin natin yung mga government contributions, yan ang parang lalabas na taxable compensation. Just to cite you an example, for Jane Doe, okay, ang monthly niyang salary is 19,000. 19,000, ito yon, is less than the 20,833 monthly bracket. And those compensation ranging from for 20,833 and below, they will not be subjected based on this tax table. Walang withholding tax for them. So, since 19,000 yung monthly salary nila, i-deduct pa natin yung mga government contributions, o magiging taxable income nito is 17,445. So, looking into tax table, hindi pa rin sila subject for tax. Yet, this is a non-minimum wage earner. Okay? Take note of that. Non-minimum wage earner. Now, sa case naman itong last example natin na employee na non-minimum wage earner, pero he's receiving basic pay 30,000 a month. So, ito yung 30,000 a month. Binawasan din natin sila ng mga government contributions. Ito yung total government contributions. Ang taxable income niya is 27,950. Looking into the tax table, nag-fall siya under column 2. Nandito siya sa range na 20,833 to 33,332. So, ito yung kukunin yung basis in computing for the tax due. So, now here, pag sabi niya, pag ito yung range niya, 0 plus 15% over 20,833. So, for this one, wala pang, dahil nandun sa range na yon, you just get the difference of 27,950 less 20,833. So, siya yung magiging basis mo in computing for the excess, the 15%. So, iyan yon. 7,117 times 0.15, you get 1,067.55. So, if you will look in here, the table has already computed yung 1,067 for 1,067.55. Alright? So, ito yun eh. Okay? So, just for checking purposes. So, let's now fill it out para makita nyo how it's being done. Right. So, here, ito yung, you'll create a profile sa BIR offline EBIR form, package 7.9.4.1. So, you'll fill it out. Dapat meron kayong profile na na-create na yan para you'll go here from time to time. This is just a sample, parang sample account. So, here, we have to choose among the drop-downs. Itong BIR form 1601C versus V 2018. Yan ang pipiliin natin. And then, click yung fill out. Alright. So, it's January. Normally kasi current month is today is December. So, for purposes of our discussion, lagyan natin siyang January. Pero of course, pag January yan, may penalty ka na. Is this an amended return? Assuming it's not an amended return, it's a no. Any taxes withheld? Yes. Remember, meron tayong na-complete kanina na taxes withheld. Okay? Tapos, yan, auto-fill out na to eh. Auto-fill out na siya. Alright? Tapos, categories of withholding agent, private. Alright? Yan. Are there any payees availing of tax relief? No? Okay. Now, for total amount of compensation, minention ko dito, number 14, if you notice, number 14, ito yun eh. Yung number 14, Yan, total compensation. If you will recall, 'di ba? Lahat ng basic pay ng minimum wage earner, kasi syempre you only prepare 1601C for your company. Hindi mo hihiwalayin ng computation for minimum wage earner sa mga hindi non-minimum wage earner. Sama-sama yun. So, in your worksheet, isahang submission yon. So, lahat ng basic pay, lahat ng overtime, holiday pay, night shift, kung ano talaga yung basic na hindi nyo pa nababawasan, yun ang total compensation. So, in here, you'll see it's 97,061.34. So, yun ang isusulat natin. 97,061.34. Okay? Now, we go to number 15. Ano ba yung nasa number 15? Ang number 15, you will see in our sample, yung number 15, ito yung basic na natanggap ng mga minimum wage earner. Ito yon at 37,070 na galing dito. Okay? Ito, nagaling dyan. Na na-compute nyo. Yun yung basic. Alright? So, ito total mo yan, 38,070. So, yun na ilalagay mo doon. 38,070. Next, number 16, yung mga holiday, holiday pay, overtime, ganun. Kung ano rin yung nakasulat dito, mapupush forward siya dito. 9991.34. Alright? So, 13th month, wala tayo. De minimis, wala tayo entry. Ito, SSS. Ang ilalagay rito, yung employee share ng hindi minimum wage earner. Ang ilalagay dito, yung SSS ng mga non-minimum wage earner. If you will notice here, hindi siya in-extend dito. Ang kinuha lang yung sa non-minimum wage earner, employee 7 and 8. So, itinotal yan. Ang total ito, 1155 tsaka 2050. So, the answer is 3205. 3205. Okay? Tapos, now, ang lumalabas ngayon dito, syempre ito, auto-calculated to ng BIR. So, ang total non-taxable compensation is 51,266.34. Tama ba? Ito yung number 21. So, 21, hold on. Sa 21, ito siya, oh. Sa 21, yan. 51,266.34. Okay? 51, so tama tayo dyan. If you will notice yun. Anong 22? Total taxable compensation is 45, ito yun, 45,795.795. So, if you will look in here, ito kasi, essentially, ito yung may likelihood na, like for this one, nilagay muna, kasi ito, non-minimum wage earner. Kasi ang thought process niyan, ang minimum wage earner is never taxable. Kasi they will never ever reach 250,000 salary at the end of the year per train law kasi silang exempted. Pero itong mga non-minimum wage non-minimum wage earner, pwede pa yan mag-exceed sa 250,000. Like for example, 19. So, kung monthly salary niya 19, assuming merong 13th month pay, okay? Multiply natin to times ito, 247. What if nagbigay yung boss niya ng 5,000 month additional bonus? O di 252, masasubject pa siya sa masasubject pa siya sa mga additional bonus na taxable. Halimbawa, taxable siya. So, masasubject siya doon. No? Unless kung halimbawa, mag-fall to de minimis, so hindi siya magiging taxable. Pero, kung hindi man siya mag-fall doon, at least, kung non-minimum wage earner siya, dito sa BIR form na 1601C, meron siyang paglalagyan. Sabi niya rito yung sa 23, list taxable compensation not subject to withholding tax for employees other than MWEs or minimum wage earners receiving 250,000 and below for the year. Alright? So, una, yun yung number 23. Ano yung taxable compensation na yon? So, wait, hold on. Balik tayo sa 22. Yung 47,795, kinukompute dito yung, ito, para hindi kayo malito, yung 47, kinukompute dito yung salary ng non-minimum wage earner, minus yung share nila sa employee share nila, yun ang lumalabas sa sagot, yung 45,795 na yan. Right? 45,795 na yan. Alright? So, yan yung lumalabas na magiging basis sa susunod pa nating calculation. So, number 23, less taxable compensation not subject to withholding tax. Remember, itong isang sample employee natin na 19,000 per month ang sweldo. Non-minimum wage earner siya, pero hindi niya mabibreach yung 250,000 na threshold. So, siya yung non-taxable taxable compensation pero not subject to withholding tax. So, siya mo ilalagay mo sa item number 23. Siyempre, ilalagay mo dyan yung gross pay less yung mga government contributions niya. So, 17,845. Siya yung ilalagay mo dito sa number 23. Diba? 17,845. Alright? So, after mo siyang mailagay, ano naman ang matitira dito? Yung net taxable compensation income, which is ito ngayon. Itong 30,000 na na-compute natin kanina, less yung mga government contributions niya. So, we'll get 27,950. Ito na yung taxable salary. And ang corresponding withholding tax niyan, based sa computation natin dito is 1,067.55. Alright? So, siya ang ilalagay mo doon. Kasi 27, tingnan nyo, 27,950. Okay? If you will see, grade out na siya. Na-compute na siya ni BIR, 27,950. Pero yung total taxes withheld, tayo magkukompute niyan. Sa computation natin, lumabas is 1,067.55. Okay? Ito yun. 1,067.55. Alright? So, yan ang tax due mo sa BIR. Assuming today is December, pero nagawa mo yung January, of course, maglalagay ka ng mga anuman yung mga corresponding surcharges, penalties, and compromise dito para yun ang babayaran mo. Alright? So, dito nyo mapapansin na yung portion ng SSS, GSIS, PhilHealth ng minimum wage earner, hindi kasama siya sa computation nyo. Doon binawas nyo siya sa sweldo ng mga minimum wage earner. But in terms of submitting or completing the form of 1601C, hindi siya kasama doon. Ang ilalagay nyo lang doon is yung mga government contributions ng mga non-minimum wage earner. Alright? So that's how the form is being created by BIR. Kasi dapat at the end of the day, wala ka iti-tweak dito kasi when we say total amount of compensation, ito talaga yung actual mong binayaran kay BIR. Or rather, ito talaga yung actual na binayaran mo per your libro. Ito yung actual mong nasa libro na total salaries expenses mo. Okay? Yun talagang computation mo sa basic pay, overtime, holiday pay, etc. and etc. So, yung 97,061.34 mo, siya yung mismong ilalagay mo doon. So, I hope this helps in filling out the form. If you kind of feel na magulo or something, you can try to put your questions and I'll try my best to answer your questions. Alright? Thank you everyone and see you in my next video.